Hey, Warpugs. So, today, we're going to be checking out something from Seth. Now, Seth, I can't do the last part of the name because I'm utterly terrible at names, and you guys know this. You guys have known this for some time. Has decided to take a break from the normal retro things that he does and present us with the newest edition from good old Todd and Bethesda. Starfield. The game that had the most, it didn't have the most disappointing launch in history, not even in the top 5, but at this point, it's just getting to a point with new releases that they're usually just terrible. And it's primarily because they're trying to squeeze as much out of every single dime that they can, and trying to just do everything other than tell an actual good story. Which is kind of stupid when you consider that RimWorld has a better story than this stuff 99% of the time. Now, all that being said, I am fully convinced that Seth is going to give us a completely centered and realistic view of this game. For any of you that might be interested in trying it out and playing it. But, I know that myself and, few other people, we've gotten back into War Thunder, and I'm considering recording some of the stupidity that we can unleash every single night. We are not right in the head, you see, and this leads to issues and problems and utter sadness. But, until then, let's sit back, enjoy some Seth, and guys, hit the subscribe button. I see how many people of you haven't subscribed yet. It's beginning to affect my mood. Here we go. Let's go.
Hey, Star Sisters. Seth here.
Hi,
Let me
Seth.
tell you a vision of the future.
Do
In the
it.
future, white boys can finally jump with the
Praise Jesus!
help of a booster pack and, of course, low gravity.
Yes.
Humanity has spread across the stars in their multitudes of diverse races and cultures.
Oh my god.
Redguard, the Sons of Yakub, Hispanics, honorary Aryans, and the Mongolian Chindonesians now populate the vast expanse of space.
Okay.
Naturally, we never did find a solution for automation. So in the future, the only career paths are space pirate with a voice filter, or
Okay.
religious extremist. Parents send children away with teary eyes, knowing full well their offspring will grow up to become murderous bandits before putting on their own helmets and shooting up the 7-Eleven. And the
Is this really...
PS5 still has no games. That vision is already here, Star Sisters, because the best game ever made, no, the best game that will ever be made is already out, and there's no competition. Baldur's Gate? More like free hour, unskippable gay sex scene. Starfield, a masterpiece where I can live out my fantasy of being a Bangladeshi man with A10 eyes. Starfield wins Game of the Year for their food models alone. Just look at the grease on that sausage.
Yes.
That's the difference ray tracing makes in a game like this, which runs buttery smooth on my 4090, pushing a blazingly fast 17 frames a second. I'm quite fine with this since, according to the science, the human eye can only see 24 frames a second. So
Yes, so,
sometimes my saves get corrupted and I lose progress.
Oh
But
my
in
God.
deep unhappiness, I realize I get to have those unforgettable experiences all over again. We must imagine that we are Sisyphus, pushing the boulder forever uphill.
this is a release game.
For in the struggle, we find meaning. Ask not what Todd Howard can do for you, but instead, what you can do for Todd Howard. A good game has memorable characters, but an amazing game is one where you don't remember a single person at all. Starfield is to
my
roleplay
God.
what dementia is to the elderly. And
Great.
now, for a word from our sponsor, The Flesh.
There's no... Is he the one that captured all these bugs? Oh my god, what is wrong with it?
Flesh is weak. I crave the strength and certainty of steel.
Okay.
I crave Displate. Displate is a one-of-a-kind metal poster designed to capture your unique passions. But Seth, I hear you cry, I've already got my passions captured. And how's that working out for you? What if you wanted to put up another one? Have fun wrangling the packaging, flattening it out, finding the right size poster frame, and of course, mounting the damn thing. Say goodbye to the hassle.
My pain is going to be soon endless, guys, because I'm about to mount up a whole bunch of stuff back. Like, the redesign is coming. It's coming.
With Displate. All you have to do is open it up, stick on the magnets, and oh hey, we're done. Displate has a vast array of high-quality official art to choose from, and they're always expanding their collection. Check out my top picks. We've got Dark Souls, Mortal Kombat, Sonic, and of course, Skyrim, and Skyrim. In COD, we trust. And if you're not a gamer, that's fine too. Displate has posters for every passion.
It just works.
Cars, ducks, Elon Musk. You want it? They've got it. Just think, you could have any one of these at your door in less than a week and on your wall in less than a minute. Just visit display.com/SsethTzeentach or use code
SsethTzeentach. Dude, get this, okay? This is pretty awesome.
For up to 40% off on all designs.
But do they have any 40K stuff is the question.
Personally, you'll never see me with a paper poster ever again. I'm filing for divorce, taking the kids, and using Displate for all my future wall decorating needs.
Very nice.
The strongest skill in this game, following tradition, is Persuasion, which lets you walk away from the last fight by saying, "What if we don't?" This system works by stringing random sentences together with a cadence of a crackhead until the recipient gets visibly uncomfortable and leaves. Something that Highfleet would shamelessly steal. The true purpose of Persuasion, however, is to gaslight companions. Sarah is strongly opposed to the harm of innocent people. So, appropriately, in the style of a cartel execution, I ventilate someone's cranium. She screams at me.
What the hell is the matter with you?
I persuade her that I'm sorry and I'm going to do better.
I'm not sure there's anything you can say at this point. As strange as that sounds, I suppose that's possible. Look, I realize things out here can be rough, so I'm going to let this go. For now.
And
this is the exact same text. This is the exact same text from like 5 other games. Same exact wording, too.
Then I do it again.
I accept who you are. I'm just not sure I can travel with you on this path you've chosen.
Okay.
This is, single-handedly, the most entertaining thing in this game.
Just try to be more careful in the future. Otherwise, you'll find yourself traveling alone.
Wow.
I am not going to help you murder you and I.
The second most entertaining thing in this game is joining the pirate faction as a double agent, and in the process, becoming a triple agent. I have chosen to join the war on terror. On the side of terror, I can play entire missions without shooting a single shot, because guess what? Half the entire game is now friendly to me. I watch caravans get lit up with the same interest as a youth in the projects witnessing a drive-by. The streets give, and the streets take. Story. I've had paranoid hallucinations with more coherence than the plot of this game.
Oh my god.
It's Skyrim in space. You must become Starborn to use the magical Fusroda to kill Parthenax, who in this case is other Starborn from other universes that you must defeat to go to another universe and start New Game Plus. Multiverse theory is appealing to fans of Rick and Morty because
I really don't like multiverse theory. Like, I really just don't like it when it applies to games because it's such a cheap cop-out.
it implies the existence of a dimension where you haven't been molested. There's copium on
God, that's horrible.
There's differences between universes, and no run is the same. Yes, one place in the game changes. The emissary is always whoever dies in your current run, and there's a universe where Sarah is a potted plant. Objectively, this is the best universe because she doesn't talk. Yet, I heard some people even romanced this creature. If you find such dialogue captivating, I recommend intimacy with a drywall. My favorite part of the story was attending a funeral, only to interrupt it by starting a firefight. Almost everyone involved is an essential NPC, so the shootout will never end.
Great. Good job.
When we have an infinite amount of universes, that means we have no consequences. Anything we do can be undone by walking through a portal. So why can't we kill essential NPCs? Why even have
This is so... not good.
Of a setting if you're not going to make use of it. This aggravates me to no end because everyone I want to shoot is a higher entity made of light. For example, there's a side quest where a 200-year-old ship from Earth, developed before the invention of a grav drive, has reached the planet resort of Paradiso. You negotiate on their behalf and are given 3 options. 1. Send every colonist to work as an indentured slave for the corporation.
Wow.
2. Pay out of pocket for a grav drive and send them to bother someone else. Or 3. Eliminate the last practicing Jew in the universe.
That looks like James Holden from The Expanse after weight gain 4,000. I'm not gonna lie, it really does look like him.
Not making this up. There's a colonist on board who's preserved Hebrew rabbinical teachings. And the third option is the corporation asking you to destroy the ship. What the Austrian painter started, Todd will finish.
Oh my God.
You present me with 3 terrible options, and my immediate response is to shoot up the board of directors. But I can't. Because I'm not allowed to. Because the talent in this company has dried up and left a long time ago. But it doesn't matter because Bethesda spits out a game every few years for their target audience. Dads. I get it. You have 2 kids, you're in your mid-30s, and you have time for exactly 3 games a year. I don't judge. We're all busy.
I'm not a dad, but yeah, this sounds accurate.
But this game is immune to criticism because the people you're arguing with don't have that much time or investment.
Right.
They see a crater, they soy pog, and then they leave. That's why if somebody defends this game, don't give them a hard time. They have it hard enough already between beating their spouse and their children. And
oh my God.
Man can't multitask. Gameplay. This game features challenging and intriguing puzzles such as fit the shape into the shaped hole and replace the battery. Considering the majority of Xbox players have never replaced a smoke alarm, this is a novel concept as it requires...
Okay, seriously? The amount of people that don't know how to replace a battery and smoke alarm just actually disturbs me. It's why I can't live in an apartment complex anymore, because some people just let it go, and it just beeps, and that beep is loud enough to wake a zombie. I don't understand why. Get yourself a step ladder, get yourself a 9-volt, plug the thing in, done. Why is this so complex?
Higher abstraction to deduce that the ubiquitous chirp in the hallway is in some way quantum connected to the set of Duracell batteries you hold in your hand. Clearly, I didn't pay enough attention during character creation, as once I finished the game, I was very surprised to hear my character's voice.
Okay.
You made it. I hope you're enjoying the view.
Nice!
Not like I missed anything. All the perks are garbage. Wanted is one of 2 perks that actually does anything, because you get bounty hunters chasing you. The other being kid stuff, which gives Americans the experience of 2 loving parents that aren't divorced. For the nation holding the world record in broken homes, a stable family is science fiction. I spent a bunch of time modding guns, only to find out that guns don't scale whatsoever. Attachments on lower level weapons are a waste of time. Let me tell you how you're actually supposed to do it. You fly into a level 75 zone, but instead of being insta-killed, you cast Creator's Peace, which makes enemies drop their guns. You bring them back, tweak them on a workbench,
oh
and
my
now
God.
you no longer have to complain about bullet sponges. Personally, I enjoyed shipbuilding. Yes, I'm aware of a hollow ship exploit, but I didn't really need it, because all I ever do is one-shot the engine with electromagnetic and board their ship, after which I disarm them with Creator's Peace and individually fistfight the entire crew.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta throw hands to make them respect you.
It's really fun, and if I cast Parallel Self, I can roleplay as if we're having a civil dispute at the Bangladeshi border. I found out companions don't use ammunition, which is convenient because for some reason this game lets you...
They have never been able to fix that. They have never been able to fix that. You could literally just give a companion a minigun and 1 round of ammunition in Fallout 4, and they would fire the thing until the resurrection.
Craft everything except ammunition, some of which is highly specific and not sold by most vendors. In contrast, crafting ingredients are sold by the dozen, trivializing their collection and destroying any incentive you had to find them yourself.
Right.
So, I thought it would be interesting to try and make my outposts self-sufficient, using only the resources I could find. It took me 2 full days before I found a planetary source of sealant. For reference, this is a common organic ingredient necessary for most structures. And where did I find it? Middle of nowhere on a toxic bio, meaning I needed to reach the bottom of a science tree and have 3 tiers into planetary habitation before I could make planetary habitation. So, in case you're ever tempted to do what I did, don't. I remember once I saw a Live Leaks video of some Chinese farmers throwing pigs into an open pit and setting them on fire with kerosene. Starfield allows you to not only recreate this video, but use it for infinite experience. What I did was set up several alien breeding facilities and boxed them in. Then I built a macro script to throw incendiary grenades at set intervals, firebombing all the cows, waiting for them to respawn, only to firebomb them again.
Why? Why?
Again, I can leave my desk and come back several levels higher.
Oh
Generally,
my God.
however, Outpost development is a hellish experience, and that's because the game has no system to track how much you need and what you need. Your best bet for memorizing a recipe is using pen and paper. The alternative to that is jumping across load screens, walking to the vendor, buying what you assume is enough, returning to the outpost, only to find out you're missing like 2 adhesive and need to go all the way back. This game is an exercise in how many load screens can you tolerate before choosing to end it all. No wonder nobody ever got that Steam refund. We spent...
They have screwed this, like... Nowadays, like, Skyrim was their swan song. Fallout 3 was the best Fallout. I mean, Fallout 3 New Vegas was the best Fallout. But at the same time, ever since then, it has been disappointment after disappointment after disappointment, with very few in between. With very, very few in between. Fallout 6 was an utter disaster. I'm actually nervous about the next Elder Scrolls game, if it ever comes out. They need to sit down and just get back to basics on this shit, because it's getting to the point where you can't even... The game studios you trusted to put out good stuff aren't doing it anymore. They just aren't.
2 whole hours docking and undocking. There's a lot of these transitional animations, and it's not that they're painfully goddamn slow, it's that I can't skip them. I understand that this is a small indie company, and maybe resources are stretched thin between the award-winning dialogue and the NPCs that hit you with that fluoride stare. But when the solution is so simple and obvious, you can't help but ask, what's going on at Bethesda? Despite having no access to the construction set, the modding community has managed to fix many of the issues. However, even if they do release the toolset 6 months down the line, I saw
something I didn't need to see. Never.
Really
I'm not
this company to
wait. I'm gonna rewind it, because why not? Why not? There you go. There you go. Oh, and there you go, right there. There you go, guys. You can thank me later.
However, even if they do release the toolset 6 months down the line, I don't really trust this company to not screw me over. Remember, the only reason we don't have paid mods is because of pushback. Believe me, they'll try again. The only potential redemption of this game is the release of a full construction set, because the only way the fans could save this game is to wipe it clean and make something else. Look, I figured it out. I know why I'm so angry. I'm not angry at the game. It's not even that bad. I'm angry because I paid $100 for it. The king of a chess club has done it again.
Oh my God.
Each time I tell myself, no, not this time. But I already know. Todd's gonna tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies. And each time, I listen. I understand I've said some polarizing things, but in truth, I just needed
we all
video
do,
because I signed a lot of contracts while drunk. So don't take anything I say seriously. It's all bait. But what if it isn't? What if it's actually my unfiltered dog shit opinion? As always, more content to come, because I'm legally obligated. A warm thanks to the many members of the Merchants Guild generously funding and bankrolling these videos. You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
I have sit here. I don't have much time to actually play and enjoy games, much less like long RPGs. That's the reason I like games like War Thunder, League, stuff like that right now, because like I just don't have the time to really invest in long form games. And maybe one day that'll be different, and I'm hoping that's gonna be the case, because I'd really like to play through one of these games, like Baldur's Gate or something like that, and be able to stream it. But I haven't even been able to stream Mechanicus for the past like few weeks. And I've been playing that. I'm trying to get to that, but I can't even get the time to do that right now. The new schedule I have at work is not really that different. It just feels like I have like 4 hours less every day, and I'm not sure why that is. Warpugs. Seth once again shows us that we can't trust Todd for nothing. Okay, just remember, it just works. All of Seth's links are going to be in the description down below. I highly recommend you check him out for more gameplay reviews like this, because two things. One, he's going to give you an unbiased review. He's going to give you an unbiased review in his comedic style, but he's also going to tell you like halfway what he thinks, but it's going to be fun to listen to irregardless, okay? This game had so much potential, and it's not there. It's just not there. And that's sad, because I'm a big fan of games like this. I'm a fan of games like this, Skyrim, everything else like that, but they keep on screwing shit up. Warpugs, I'm going to head out from here. All of Seth's links are going to be in the description down below, as well as my own, including Patreon, everything like that. I'll be catching you guys next time. And until then, somebody tell me how many bugs are in this game, numerically. My God.